Hello and welcome to Oweleketv. My name is Antonia Nwokolo. The news headlines. President TINUBU under fire for lack of public asset declaration. Leadership influence responsible for youth's involvement in cybercrime, says Peter Obi. On the foreign scene, global strike called by Palestinian activists to pressure Israel into ceasefire. And in sports, Pochettino rings in changes for Everton clash. REECE James returns as captain and striker swap.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. Now the news in details. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Peter Obi, has raised concerns about the origins of Nigerian youth involvement in cybercrime. Obi suggests that parents and leaders contribute to the learning process of such acts. This statement was made on Sunday as Obi addressed the level of corruption in Nigeria, emphasizing the need for urgent action. Referring to the recent comments by Oweleketv, the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, who expressed worry about the high percentage of Nigerian youths in cybercrime. Obi called for collective reflection, while initial reports indicated that Oweleketv suggested 7 out of 10 students are involved in cybercrimes. The FCC later clarified that his words were misinterpreted. The agency's spokesman, Dele Oyewale, asserted that Oweleketv highlighted the potential risks of increased youth involvement in internet fraud over the next decade, if not promptly addressed. The Nigerian Air Force, as part of Operation Well Punch, successfully conducted airstrikes in Niger State, neutralizing the notorious terrorist kingpin known as Yellow Jambros and his group. The operation tracked the terrorists from Zamfara to Niger State, where they were intercepted while attempting to cross the Jikuna River in Galadima, Kogo district, heading towards the Burukovi axis of Chinkun local government area. The precision airstrikes occurred on Wednesday, December 6, 2023, in the Shiroro local government area. Yellow Jambos and his fighters, traveling in a convoy of 18 motorcycles, made their move during daylight, assuming that airstrikes had been suspended after an accidental strike in Kaduna. Edward Gapquet, the Director of Public Relations and Information for the Nigerian Air Force, confirmed the success of the operation, stating that the precision strike was adjudged effective as it neutralized Yellow Jambros and his colleagues, destroyed their motorcycles and sank the boat. Yellow Jambros and his group were held responsible for numerous atrocities along the Abuja-Kaduna road and in communities across Niger, Katsina, Kaduna and Zamfara states. Additionally, he was linked to kidnapping activities and supply of fake military and police uniforms, along with weapons to other criminal elements. The Nigerian Senate, led by Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin, has announced the donation of 109 million naira equivalent to members' December salaries to victims of the accidental bombing in Tudumbiri village, Kaduna State. The tragic incident resulting from a Nigerian army airstrike on November 3rd claimed over 100 lives. Jibrin conveyed the Senate's deep concern during a sympathy visit to Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani. He expressed solidarity with the affected community. Governor Uba Sani, in response, urged the senators to advocate for justice and support a thorough investigation into the incident. He also appealed for backing in calling for the creation of state police to enhance intelligence gathering and prevent future incidents. The 109 million donation will be handed over to the governor for distribution to the affected individuals. Let's now go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleket.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu faces criticism for not publicly declaring his assets, defying legal and moral obligations. Despite over 6 months in office, Tinubu has no known record of access with the Code of Conduct Bureau. The Freedom of Information Act failed to secure Tinubu's asset details, and CCB officials claim expecting such a record from them is like waiting for Godot. While asset declaration laws lack public disclosure mandates, stakeholders emphasize moral responsibility, especially for Tinubu. CCB has set legal limitations on releasing asset declaration forms publicly, keeping them in a special vault. Tinubu, known for controversial wealth claims, has not clarified his assets, including a reported $4 billion estimate, hotels, media holdings, and a private jet. Stakeholders and civil society groups call for greater transparency, citing a lack of disclosure among Nigeria's political elites. Advocacy groups urge Tinubu to lead by example and promote accountability. The Central Bank of Nigeria has provided an explanation for the current nationwide cash scarcity and Nigerians experiencing difficulties in accessing cash. According to the Apex Bank, the scarcity is primarily due to significant withdrawals by deposit money banks from CBN branches and panic withdrawals by customers from ATMs. In a statement released by the Corporate Communications Department of the CBN, it was emphasized that there is ample stock of naira to support all economic activities, and Nigerians should not be worried, especially with the upcoming festive season. The CBN assured the public that its branches across the country are actively working to facilitate the smooth circulation of cash. The bank advised Nigerians to consider alternative payment methods in addition to physical cash to ease transaction processes. Ohanaeze Ndigbo is urging the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB, as a Christmas gift for the Southeast region. Ohanaeze's Vice President Chief Damian Okeke stressed that failure to release Kanu would disappoint the Southeast during the holidays. Okeke underscored the significance of the December 15, 2023 Supreme Court judgment on Kanu's case and dismissed claims of Igbo leaders supporting Kanu's detention. The statement from Ohanaeze Ndigbo read, "Kanu should be a free man from December 15, and anything short of that has dashed the hope of the people of Southeast this Christmas." They are urging President Bola Tinubu to consider Kanu's release as a Christmas gift, citing diplomatic approaches used by former Presidents Yaradua and Jonathan in addressing militancy. IPOB expressed concern over the promotion of Justice Samani Haruna to the Supreme Court, alleging it could influence Kanu's case due to Haruna's past decisions. Up next are stories on the foreign scene after the break. Welcome back. On the foreign scene, Israeli tanks are pushing westward in the conflict against Hamas in and around Khan Yunis, a southern Gaza Strip city. This battle marks the third month of intense combat with no clear resolution. Amid reports of a dire-head situation in Gaza, Palestinian activists are urging a worldwide strike to exert pressure on Israel for a ceasefire. However, it remains uncertain whether this global effort will impact Israel's military plans. The United Nations General Assembly is expected to vote on a draft resolution for a ceasefire, while the US vetoed a similar proposal in the United Nations Security Council. The conflict began on October 7 with both Israel and Hamas engaged in a war of words as the humanitarian crisis escalates. In entertainment, popular singer Daniel Benson has publicly criticized clubs that allegedly sell fake drinks. In a series of tweets on Sunday, Benson emphasized the importance of his health and money being respected. While not specifically mentioning the club or lounge, he warned that if such an incident occurs again, he will take the microphone from the club's hype man to expose them. And in sports, Mauricio Pochettino made 4 changes to his starting 11 against Everton. Captain Reece James makes a comeback and there's a striker switch. 2 of the changes at Goodison Park involve the defense, with Reece James returning to lead the team. Benoit Badiashile joins Azel Disasi in the central defense, shifting Mark Cucurella back to the left side. Everton makes 1 change from their midweek victory over Newcastle United, with James Garner stepping in for Seamus Coleman and Ashley Young expected to shift to a deeper fullback position. And just before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. President TINUBU under fire for lack of public asset declaration. Leadership influence responsible for youth's involvement in cybercrime, says Peter Obi. On the foreign scene, global strike called by Palestinian activists to pressure Israel into ceasefire. And in sports, Pochettino rings in changes for Everton clash. Reece James returns as captain and striker swap. And that's the package on our news bulletin. Kindly follow us on all our social media platforms at Oweleketv. Our website is www.oweleketv. I am Antonia Nwokolo. Thank you for watching and enjoy your day.